Hey guys, welcome back to Alucard GH YouTube channel. Today I've got a brand new guide for you, so let's jump right in. How to build a focused debuff Tactician Archers composition with a tank, a mid DPS, and a strong utility. This lineup features San Luis, Conficus, and Jugilian. San Luis serves as your primary damage dealer while applying powerful debuffs. His commander skill, Sacred Crusade, inflicts enemies with incapacitation, preventing them from dealing any damage for 3 seconds. For rings options, we can always use Serpent Ring to increase the maximum strategy of San Luis, and this will increase the damage output from all his skills, from commander skill, signature active skill, and his customizable active skill that deals 2 instance of damage. And the second ring, my favorite, Everflame Wings. This ring is a must use in this lineup because this ring will inflict burn that deals damage over time, also increase the enemy troops strategy damage taken by strategy bonus, and will inflict silence that will not allow your enemy to activate their active skills along with their commander skill, while increasing troops damage, troops attack, and troops defense. For gems, you have to go with a strategy, active skill damage, and health for more sustain. And for the adornment, we will go with Eagle's Blessing. Strike weaknesses is my favorite because you will increase San Luis damage for every debuff type. So if the enemy is inflicted by burn, silence, incapacitation, this will increase San Luis damage. And the second option is Deceptive Ward. This is also one of the greatest debuff because once every 9 seconds, you have a chance to inflict a debuff. It's also the same thing, damage, silence, or incapacitation. And for horses, Spirit Bond to increase his damage, active damage, and Army Sunder to increase all type of damage. And the third option, Dust Pain, just to increase the damage in the field in solo battles. The second hero for this lineup, Jugilian, buff and support, and we all know what he will do. He will keep recovering troops for this lineup, decreasing the damage we are receiving, also boosting the activation chance for San Luis, also increasing the skill damage for San Luis. Also, the best part that he will transfer some of his attributes from the strategy to San Luis and make him even more stronger and allow him to deal more damage. For rings options, you can use Swirling Tempest. Damage reduction, health, defense, reduce the critical strike damage for the first 18 seconds, also stacking more damage reductions and increase the troops damage up to 6 stacks. Second option, Sage of Judgment, also that will the troops skill damage reduction will give you troop health and defense, and every 6 seconds reduce your troops damage taken, and after that recovers your troops. I prefer Swirling Tempest. For gems, strategy, recovery, and health for more sustain. For the adornments, again, we will go with Eagle's Blessing. We will use resistance if we are using Deceptive Wards on San Luis. Otherwise, we will just stick to resistance. For horses, we have to go with the Life Savior and Renewal. We have other options. If we are not lucky, we like Bedrock and Paystone. I know some people will ask why you don't use Suleiman, because I don't want to play with the full DPS, 2 DPS heroes. Then I will have to use 2 active skills of gems. We have to go with a charging state hero that I don't like. Also, I need this lineup to have a better and more sustain in the field. I want this lineup to stay alive as long as possible to help and support the other lineups in the field, especially against King Arthur, against Ramses, against Mia, all the swordsmen that in the field, alongside stopping all the lineups from using their commander skill with the silence or the other debuff we are triggering while fighting in the field. And that's why the third hero is Conficus. We all know the greatest support of all time. Buff, recovery. So he will recover a huge amount of troops. Also, he will have a huge amount of damage reduction, along with the best buff ever that he will allow your commander to throw to activate signature active skill, and also increases the activated skills damage by 8%. That skills with strategy bonus. That's why this hero is the best of all time. And then for the rings options, we have Luffy Mountain to increase the commander's damage plus health, defense, and reduce might damage taken for the first 18 seconds. And after the 18 seconds, we can increase commander or all troops damage. Also, that scales with strategy bonus. But the second option, my favorite ring, Skyward Knight. Also, the same thing, increased commander damage, but there is no health. There is no damage reduction, no sustain. We will go with increase your commander damage. Also will increase the signature active skills activation chance by 10% at level 50. So if you want to increase to boost our damage, we will go with the Skyward Knights. But listen to me very carefully. Now you see that I recommended to use also Everflame. Why? Because if you are not using, like I said earlier, if you are not using Everflame on San Luis, you will have to use it on the support heroes. So you can use it on Confucius. You can also always use it on Juggalian. But this is the main ring for this lineup. You cannot play Tactician Archers without Everflame, especially with the build that I suggested earlier. Now for the gems options, we will go with strategy gems, recovery, and also health to increase our sustain. You know, I always prefer to go with the health gems. I will never change my mind about these things. For the adornments options, we will go with Eagle's Blessing. Again, it's either resistance or deceptive wards, and here I'll explain how you will do it. If you are using deceptive wards on Juggalian and San Luis, you will use resistance on Confucius. But if you are using one strike weaknesses on San Luis and one deceptive wards on Juggalian, then I recommend you to use deceptive wards also on Confucius. The reason is we need to inflict more debuff, and this is the reason we are running this lineup, a debuff, a support debuff, more silence, more burn, more and more from the debuff. For the horses, the same thing, life savior renewal is the best options that you have. And now after I'm done, I have to make things clear. This is not a free-to-play lineup. This is not a main lineup that you will use it in a field and just run with it. You can do it if you want to help your team, your alliance, but you cannot run this lineup as your main lineup. Archers will never be your main only lineup, because this lineup will not work good in the rallies. You have many Lobos that will destroy this lineup in rallies. Also, King Arthur is too strong in rallies. You can test it in the rallies, you can test it in reinforcements, but I tested that, it did not go well. Again, I'm saying this lineup main purpose to inflict debuff on the enemy. So you are supporting your other lineups in the field, you are supporting your alliance, your team against Kraken, especially Krakens. When you see a Kraken, you will just jump on that Kraken with this lineup. You will just run onto any King Arthur. Any King Arthur in the field, just go and hit him with this lineup. You will see the amount of debuff, silences, especially swordsmen with active skills, they will get really hurt by this lineup. I tested this in the field, it works perfectly, all good. But again, if you want to run a Ramses and also with this lineup, then we can do a changing. What is the changes we will do? We will move very easy, just remove Juggalian, move him to Ramses, play Ramses with Charlemagne, and use Suleiman in this lineup, but it will be a total different build. We have to change the gems, we have to change the rings, also the adornments, and the whole build will be little bit different. I will create a special video for that lineup so players who wants to run it will know how to do it. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and see you in the next guide.